What's up and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my EDC, which is my everyday carry when it comes to the tech that I use to make content, whether it be for myself or for others. I'm constantly getting asked online like what I use to make content. And 2 years ago, I put out a what's in my camera bag video, but my gear has completely changed since that time. And instead of talking about everything I have, I wanted to focus on the items that I use pretty much on a daily basis, or at least consistently throughout the week. Now, the first item I'm going to be talking about, which is probably my favorite camera to use when I'm out on the go, is going to be the DJI Pocket 3. This camera has by far been the most popular item on social media and YouTube over the past year. My main purpose for picking this up was to make reels, just short form content. But once I started using it and seeing the quality that can come out of this, I'm probably going to start using it to shoot a lot of my YouTube videos also. Now, when I'm in the studio like this, I'll be using one of my mirrorless cameras. But if I'm out and about, in a store or I'm vlogging and I just want to keep things discreet, I will definitely be using this. It's just so much easier. If you're not familiar with the Pocket 3, you can film vertically. You also can turn it and get horizontal video. It has a built-in gimbal, so all your footage is going to be stable. And I mean, this thing is clean. The footage that comes out of this, it just doesn't make any sense to be as good as it is. It's super easy to use. Anybody that asks me like what's a good camera for content creation, I recommend this. This was the creators bundle, so it comes with the Pocket 3, the wireless microphone, you got a battery, you also have the legs for the tripod. I think it's in my car. DJI is just really killing it with their products lately. If you're into content creation and you don't want to invest in a big camera, you don't need to. Just get this, get the creators bundle. That's all you need. A lot of people will say I can use my phone to make content. And while you can, personally, I don't like using my phone for content. Just the quality doesn't hit for me. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. I don't want to get in all of that. I just prefer to have a dedicated camera for making content. In the event that I don't have anything, I'll use my phone. But if I have a choice, my phone's not going to be the option. And for the price, you're getting a camera that's amazing in low light. You got a wireless microphone, you got a tripod, a battery pack, and a neat carrying case. So definitely check out the DJI Pocket 3 if you're looking to make content. The second thing I always have on me is the DJI microphones. This is the original version of these. I'm sure you've seen them. You've seen creators with the microphones on them. There ain't much to say about them other than they're great. Audio is way more important than the quality of a video. Now, that goes back to the phone. If all I have is a phone, I want to make sure that I have crisp audio. And with this, I can connect it to my phone. If I have one of my mirrorless cameras with me or DSLRs, I can connect to that as well. Definitely pick up a wireless microphone set. Doesn't have to be the DJI, but some type of wireless microphone I would highly recommend. It's just gonna make your content that much better. Next up is the Ray-Ban Meta sunglasses. I have been having an absolute ball with these. I made a video about these exclusively. If you want to check it out, I'm going to link it right here. These are a game changer. I never thought I would be a fan of smart sunglasses, but these are cool. I mean, they got a built-in AI assistant. They have 2 microphones in them. They got speakers, so you can listen to music, you can listen to podcasts, you can take phone calls on them. It has built-in memory, so I think it's like, I might be wrong, but I think it's like 32 gigs or something like that. All of your captured photos and videos go straight into the built-in memory. And then from the app, you can transfer it to your phone. And I've been using these like crazy. Like, I just film stuff that I probably don't even need to film. I'll walk into a gas station and I'm like, boop. I'm a big fan of wearing sunglasses anyway. And the fact that I have a camera, a speaker, headphones, and all built in one, it's just a no-brainer for me. Like I said, I'm not going to talk too much about these. I just made a video about it. If you want to check it out, here's the link. The next item that you're always going to catch me with is the Insta360 X3. That's a lot to say. This is a 360 camera. You post this thing up somewhere, hit record, and you don't got to worry about it. If you're like me and you're always trying to capture behind the scenes content, this is a must have. It's going to make your life a lot easier. You just record, it's going to get everything in 360 degrees. And when you're editing, you can frame all your shots and pull out the clips that you actually want to use. This footage still trips people out. As long as 360 cameras have been around, it still gets a lot of attention when people see it. It's kind of like drones were back in the day. Like drone footage would immediately create conversation. This item still gets that intrigue from people. There's a newer version out, which is the X4, which, fun fact, it came out about 2 weeks after I got this one. I was gonna send this one back and get that one, but I chose not to. That's one thing as a content creator, you always kind of want to keep up with the Joneses, as they say, but I really thought about it. This is just a camera that I use to get behind the scenes. Sometimes I use it for client projects, so there was really no need in spending the extra money. So I kept this one, and it's always in my backpack. So this product isn't as cool as some of the other things I've showed you. It's just a external hard drive, a solid state hard drive, SanDisk. It's a terabyte. When I'm on the go, this is what I have on me. I have multiple external hard drives, but this is the one that I typically have on me at all times. It's either going to be in my camera bag or my computer bag. I edit off that, and I also have some of my files, like my transitions and LUTs and things like that. I keep them all on there. If I'm in a coffee shop editing, I'm gonna have that with me. And the hard drive is a good segue into my computer. This is always on me. This is the original M1 MacBook Pro. I think this came out in like the fall of 2021. I got mine like January 2022, and this thing is still a beast. This is the base version, which was like $19.99 when it was released. Just like some of the other gear, I thought about upgrading when the M3 came out, but once again, it's like, what's the point? This runs just as good as it did the day that I got it. So I don't really see a point in upgrading. This was a great purchase. Everything I do, this handles it, from editing photos, videos. I don't have a problem. And the last item, which is part of my EDC, is the camera that I'm currently filming on, which is the FX30. Now, I don't want to sound corny, but this camera kind of changed my life. It gave me my confidence back. So prior to me purchasing this, I was using the Sony A7C. Now, do not get me wrong, that is an amazing camera, beautiful footage that comes out of that camera. But me as a creator, I was hating the fact that I had to film 120 frames at 1080. I was starting to hate my footage. Like when I'm matching that up with the 4K, it just did not look the way I wanted it to look. I was desperately in need of a camera that could do 60 or 120 frames in 4K. So I'd been looking at the FX30 since the holiday season of last year, and I kept holding off. But finally, after watching a ton of YouTube videos, I decided to pull the trigger, and I picked up the FX30, and I wish I would have done it when the FX30 first came out. I feel proud of my work again. Not to say that my work wasn't good with the A7C. I've never had a client say anything bad about the Sony A7C footage or videos that I produced with that. They were happy, but it was just me. I could see the difference, and just to calm my brain down, I had to go ahead and make this purchase. Wish I would have did it sooner, but we're here now. And that has been my EDC, my everyday carry. Anything you see me produce, any of the videos that you've seen over the last couple of weeks and months, is coming from something that I talked about in this video. So for all of y'all that be hitting me up on Instagram, like, what camera do you use? Now you know. Like this video if you made it to the end. Consider subscribing. Let me know if you've been thinking about buying any of the products that I talked about in this video, or if you already currently own them. But until next time, be safe, and I'll catch you in the next video.